What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out the brand new Ghost Girl Handtrap that just got revealed coming out of Dark Neostorm. I'd actually been anticipating info on this card, and I was kind of wondering like when we were going to get some information on this because Dark Neostorm, I believe, comes out on Saturday or Sunday in the OCG. I know it's this weekend, so I was like, man, if this card is in the set, why has Konami not revealed it yet? But it doesn't matter, guys. The leaks have already started, and she is one hell of a doozy. If you guys have been following the pattern, I believe it's once every 4 sets, like every 4 sets Konami gives us a new hand trap. I guess now we are waiting on the win one, and I don't know, crossing my fingers maybe for a divine Ghost Girl hand trap. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, this is Null Nun and Blooming Dogwood. I believe Dogwood is a tree, correct me if I'm wrong, but obviously she is super adorable. I'm not exactly sure why she's so sad. She's such a good card. She's a water zombie. You knew she was going to be a zombie. She's also a tuner. You expected that. She's level 3, 0 attack, and 1800 defense, so that's pretty good for her stat line. It's the same as all of her Ghost Girl sisters. Now her effect is a hard once per turn, which was also expected, but the effect is so incredibly important. It says that it's a quick effect. You can discard this card, apply this effect for the rest of this turn. Each time your opponent special summons an effect monster or monsters during the main or battle phase, you gain life points equal to the current attack of that monster or monsters. If you did not gain any life points with this effect, half your life points during the end phase. So this card is absolutely amazing, and honestly, I kind of feel like Konami made this card because of the landscape of Yu-Gi-Oh! What have we been complaining about pretty much for the entire last year of Yu-Gi-Oh? We called it the year of the FTK 2018. You guys know that we still got Gem Knight FTK in the TCG. We got Slash Draw FTK, Firewall Dragon plus Danger Dark World FTK. In the OCG, they're dealing with, you know, the Gandora FTK. That's like a tier 1 deck, and they didn't hit Armageddon Knight, so it still lives. This is a card that 100% counters all burn FTKs, basically forever. If you look at how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, and you look at how Yu-Gi-Oh! Was in the past and how it probably is going to continue to be, all of these burn FTKs, go back to, you know, Frog FTK, Magical Scientist FTK, Shadow Priestess of Ohm, they all share one characteristic, and that is obviously that they special summon a ton, and this card basically counters that. It doesn't matter what the FTK is. If it's a burn related one, this card is going to counter it, because even if your opponent can special summon infinitely, as they would with like the Firewall Dragon or a lot of the Dimension Fusion ones using like Spell Economics, but it wouldn't matter because you're just infinitely gaining life points at that point, and your opponent's never going to be able to technically kill you. Also, people are talking about how good this card could be with the new time rules and regulations. Obviously, if you're going second, your opponent activates any type of card that's going to allow them to special summon, you simply chain this, and you probably end up winning, because how exactly is your opponent going to be able to do damage, especially if it's first turn and your opponent doesn't have a battle phase, or even if you already have an established board and it's their turn and they do get a battle phase, you can simply activate this when they're going for that special summon, and then for them to actually be able to mount you, they got to give you so many life points that they probably will not be able to bridge the gap at all. Now, 2 other things that I think are kind of important to talk about with this card is, number 1, this card can definitely backfire. Just make sure that you are going to be using it in a position where your opponent's going to be special summoning, because if you do use this card, it's always going to be a neg1, and if your opponent just says, I end my turn and out special summon, you took a neg1, plus you're not actually going to be gaining any life points. You're going to actually cut your life points in half. You're probably going to be at 4,000, so unless you can kill your opponent and it's not that big of a deal, you just got to make sure, because no one wants to be, you know, starting the duel out basically with 4,000 life points. And then lastly, the talk about aromas and the fact that in the TCG, the Aromatherapy Jasmine, which comes out in Dual Power, is going to be released in basically the same kind of month or a 30-day floating window as this card. This card should be released, I believe, in May in the TCG, and Dual Power is late April. So we could see maybe aromas start to make some noise, because no deck uses life points better than aromas. They can convert that into draw power and a whole bunch of other utilities. So whatever you guys think of Null Nun and Blooming Dogwood, which some people are calling it max life points, they're saying that it's a more fair version of Max C, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.